You know, considering how often this game throws extremely high-quality stuff at us, I'm kind of disappointed that the shops are complete garbage.
Yeah, no kidding. Most of the items are basically pointless. Because you just replace them almost instantly.
Yeah. I guess I haven't switched out helmets in a while, but I've...
It's no consequence. Yeah. Alright, I'm ready whenever you guys are for the next quest.
Yep.
Quest?
Quest.
Let's see.
Mario New Game Plus doesn't change a goddamn thing. It's just like, it's a me again.
No, it just turns up to the castle and it's just like, he already knows it's a toad, so he just shoots it in the face and walks off. Or he goes straight to the last castle.
Yeah, he just like doesn't bother with like going to the castle. Yeah. He can walk around. He doesn't need to go inside. So.
Fallout 4 would make for a funny New Game Plus, or a horrifying one.
Yeah, it'd be awful. The guy's just like smoking and depressed. He's just like, I know what's gonna happen. Can't do a damn thing about it.
To be like 12 Monkeys.
I guess what he could do is just like get into the vault and immediately just break shit, and so he's just living in the vault by himself with his wife. That actually would work pretty well.
Oh yeah, that would work. Instead of like going to the chamber, he's like, no, we're staying here.
Because you'd have like maxed out like melee and blitz and stuff. Like, I don't know if you saw some of the ridiculous shit I was doing by the end of Frost, but like,
it was pretty funny. Yeah,
you could just grab like a pipe and murder everybody in a couple of seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I can never have enough cabbage hats.
I don't know what that means.
I have no idea. Jawa.
Okay, this hammer looks ridiculous because it's like broken on my characters, so he swings it like 90 degrees. Oh wait, no, he does actually do it across the board. Whoops, I got the wrong character selected. There we go.
Everyone's just still trying to think of games.
Yeah,
pretty much.
It's surprisingly hard to think of them.
I'm trying to think of games with amusing time paradox.
Purple, have you paid any attention to the plot of... Oh god. Metal Gear Solid across the board would be nonsense if you had, like, foreknowledge New Game Plus.
That's true. It would just... I
Worse
mean,
if you had knowledge of the sequels.
I wouldn't be surprised if they had let Hideo Kojima, like, continue to make them. I bet one of those eventually would have had... like a New Game Plus.
I would absolutely be okay with a like a redo of like all the Metal Gear Solid games, where it's either like Naked Snake or Solid Snake. Knows.
It'd be really funny if like people were remaking like a beloved game from everyone's childhood. But, like, in the remaster, they, like, actually just completely fucked up the plot and made it like, we're doing this again.
Yeah.
But didn't tell anybody that that was the plan. So everyone just buys this game ready for nostalgia, and they're like, what the fuck is going on?
I mean, pretty much every Sonic game released after the 2D era.
Or, I was actually gonna say the Final Fantasy VII remake. They just, like, sneak this all in, so, like... Cloud knows. By the way, have you seen the screenshots for that? Because it looks really nice.
It looks almost like Advent Children.
Yeah.
He goes up, like he meets Aerith for the first time and is like, Dead Girl says what? He's like, what? And he's like, never mind.
Dead Girl's like it from behind.
Well, I was actually going to say Final Fantasy 15 would be actually almost better if they did it this way.
Well,
because like okay, spoiler time. So Final Fantasy 15, more or less, the king's like knows he's gonna die and he sends his kid out to you know just have a bachelor party road trip type thing. And goddamn, this smacky guy is annoying.
Yeah, he does such a shitty animation.
Yeah, but like Like if like half of the game is the main character knowing nothing about what's going on and just everybody kind of leading him by the nose. And like the idea of having a character that knows exactly what the plan is.
Battle?
I don't know.
Okay, please continue.
I mean, really, just if that game had a character that knew exactly what was happening, it would actually probably turn out really much more interestingly, instead of just being like, oh no, my dad's dead. Oh no, my fiance is dead. Just like this like constant like sort of reactive character. It's just super proactive. Just like, I know she's gonna get stabbed now, so let's punch this guy in the face repeatedly so he never does it.
That's like the time theory of oh god, what was it? Have you seen a YouTube series called How It Should Have Ended?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Harry Potter one, where they just go back in time using a time turner and shoot Voldemort in the face when he's a kid.
Yeah. Harry Potter really had a surprising lack of guns.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
What would be the spell for
Chrono
it?
Trigger, but New Game Plus mode, where they acknowledge it. It's like, bye, Mom, I'm off to kill Lavos. And Mom is like, wait, you can talk? Also, what's a Lavos?
Could
He's like,
Chrono
I wouldn't
talk?
worry about it. Chrono couldn't talk.
Yeah, so he would never
Yeah.
be able to talk. That would be kind of horrifying, but also amusing, because he already knows what's going to happen, so he's, like, doing everything right the first time around and whatever. And,
He's like, I'm
everybody's
not
just
gonna
like,
eat this fucking guy's lunch because I don't want to go to jail again. For the diehard
like-
Chrono Trigger fans, that joke is impressive.
I've never played it.
yeah, I need to play it. It's just
I've
time.
played it a lot. It's good.
It's not that I think it's bad or good. I have no opinion on the matter. It's just, I don't know
Whoa,
where to get
what
hold of
was
it.
that? Did you guys-
ROM? Oh yeah, my characters have like dash attacks. It's fine.
But
Right,
my
I've
guy
got
did
power
it, which
suit.
is super confusing.
Yeah, well,
Because I don't think I have that.
I don't think you have that either.
It's
That's
Vanguard
weird.
ability.
He doesn't have any vanguards.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
No, it's my guy. I'll do it again.
Oh.
I'll try.
But just picturing like, so Chrono meets like the princess, but the princess is in disguise. So it'd be really funny if like the princess came up to him and he was like, "Sup, princess?"
So pretty much like Zelda and Shake then.
Huh? Yeah. I guess
And
so.
shake.
Yeah, replace Sheik with Master Shake.
I'm just thinking Zelda's disguise is just
The stripper.
like a cup. Like she looks like Master Shake, and it's just like, Zelda, what are you wearing?
Like,
And she's like, my
Link!
disguise was flawless.
I don't know if
Oh.
either of you guys actually watched a lot of Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Nope.
I've watched a little bit. I've watched a lot more than I care to admit.
I watched
dear.
until I ran into their neighbor, and then I was like,
Oh,
oh, it's
Carl?
another one of these shows. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get kind of a chip on the shoulder after the, like, third one of those.
Yeah, I don't like Aqua Teen Hunger Force very much, but I've seen a lot of it.
Pretty much how I
Kind
feel
of-
about Drawn Together then.
Oh, that
Yeah.
show was so bad.
Yeah.
That show, like, was a great premise. It was almost a brilliant premise, honestly. But the humor and the execution was horrendous.
Pretty much. Then again, that's what I felt about Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Terrible humor.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to think of other good games that would be
Yeah.
hilarious with a,
A new game plus.
Yeah.
A prescient New Game Plus.
Because, like, I've never run into anybody that's done that before, so I'm just like,
Yep.
there's so many weird game potentials, and I was actually playing one where that was supposed to be the concept of the game, where, like, you're starting over, like, you do the last mission first, and then you continue on to the first mission, except for only one of the characters could remember, and the other
yeah.
character that could remember was totally useless. So the main character is just like, how did this go again? And she's just like, I don't know, you just lived it. And he's like, I can't remember because your magic sucks. And she's like, well, that's your fault. And it's like, no.
Oh god, was it Life is Strange or something?
Oh,
I can't remember.
yeah, Life
The
is
one where
Strange
she
had
can
like
turn back
weird.
time.
Yeah, I never played that.
I never played it either.
Some
I just
survival
don't like
horror games would be really amusing.
What? So the original Resident Evil, where they just start and someone turns around and shoots Wesker in the face.
Yeah.
That would be funny. Just like trust me on this one, really.
It's for our own good.
The Stanley Parable. Stanley's just like, shut up! I'm trying to get my job done. He's just like typing on his computer. Stanley
never
typed
played
on
that
his
either.
computer. What
The
did
thing with the
Stanley
Stanley
like to
Parable
go
is-
on an adventure? It's like, no, butt flakes. I'm busy. This is gonna be due by 9.
I feel like for Stanley Parable, he just killed himself immediately.
Yeah.
Aww.
I never
That's
needed to
sad.
play that
I've
game.
seen a lot of those endings, and none of them result in. I don't think. Is there a single good ending from Stanley
Not
Parable?
that I
'Cause-
saw.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, exactly. That's like
The Minecraft ending's fun.
Yeah. Isn't
You know
that
what's
the one
funny
where
is
they
that
just
was
pulled
actually the
plug?
first. The Minecraft ending was the first ending I ever got. Because it's the
First one
ending
I
you
ever
get
saw.
for being a defiant little shit that disobeys the
Oh, shock.
narrator as much as possible. What the hell's that supposed to mean? Purple I'm British, therefore I obey the law. Because the thought of like any sort of social upheaval is anathemic to politeness.
Group politeness. I would be exactly the same as you, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I know.
But no, Bird, you can't pretend that you're a law-abiding citizen. At least not on the internet.
Bastion actually would be kind of funny.
Yeah, it would be pretty funny.
Doesn't that already have a new game plus? Well,
It
yeah,
does.
but
Well, it has a new game plus, but you're not. You might or might not be
Cognizant.
prescient because
Yeah.
the weird part is there is some dialogue that nods to the fact
it
that
does
this
change.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Bastion almost would have been incredible if they had actually had the new game plus be part 2.
completely, Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because, like, that would have actually been really cool and interesting to explore along the way. But
How it changed the dialogue would have been, yeah.
well, because, like, the dialogue does change. The narrator every once in a while is like, did I say this before? And, like, it's very obvious that he's, like, kind of remembering, but not really. And it's implying that you've been through multiple loops.
Yeah.
But, like, you just, oh god, what was the guy that betrays you? What's his name?
Dolph.
Can't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, the kid just sees Zulf and just, like, clocks him. Ties him up, keeps him in a shed, and is just like, no, let me finish. Then you can do what you want.
Oh god.
This ain't gonna end well for anybody.
Yeah, but that... I gotta say it was a sad ending either way.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I mean,
No, I like both the endings.
The alternate ending was actually really, really nice, and I was always kind of disappointed they never made a sequel, because I would have loved to play a game where they were, like, flying around on the Bastion, just being like, let's see what the rest of the world looks like.
Adventure.
Yeah,
Like
pretty
stuff
much,
like
because
that.
that's exactly what it looked like.
Yeah, it did. It did look like they were having a great time hanging out together. I actually went for the option where they went back to the way things were before.
Yeah.
That was the ending I chose. I did save Zulf, of course, because
I've actually played through the game 3 times to see if anything would change.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why I'm
the
always
endings are
hesitant.
basically just like you press a button and pick which
Yeah.
cutscene you want to see, like
Yeah,
how
which
it
color.
almost always is with
Oh,
video
dude.
games.
Deus Ex Human Revolution would be really funny.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Another one I haven't played. Then
All
again,
you
I
do
haven't
is
played...
you just like you meet like Taggart and Seraph, and you're like, "All right, you two, kiss."
Now kiss. What was the sequel to Bash? Well, no, not the sequel. The
Transistor?
okay.
Transistor, yeah.
Yeah, and I
I
haven't played
hated
that
that
one
game.
either.
I really was not a big fan of Transistor in the
I
slightest.
liked it and I hated it. It did the setting, the music great, but the writing and the plot was so lackluster that
The
it
plot
was
was horrendous.
like it had an interesting premise, and then they're just like,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, one of my biggest problems was, like, two of the characters, like, are arguably the main villains, killed themselves off camera.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They kill themselves before, like, they've been taunting you the entire time. And then you get there, and they're dead. And it's because they just killed themselves, I guess. And it's just like, what? Why?
We're off a
I
plot.
don't know.
Yeah.
It really was a very disappointing story.
The music was great though.
It
Yeah.
was alright, yeah. Okay, so maybe they don't have to have New Game Plus knowledge, but like, what games would be hilarious if the main character had a flagrantly different personality?
Oh god.
I mean,
How
practically
about
any Final
Binding of
Fantasy
Isaac,
one.
but instead of him being like a scared little boy, he's just like a ripped bodybuilder that just punches his way through the everything.
Macho Man, Randy
I mean,
Savage style.
we've definitely seen the results of that. Those fist
That's-
tears were awesome.
The fist tears are
Yeah.
incredible, but imagine if they weren't tears. He was just like, oh yeah, mom, you're going down.
So like one of the Castle Crasher nights after eating a sandwich. Gotcha.
Yeah.
You know, I'd actually be. What game would be best benefited if you transplanted the character from one game to the other?
Oh.
Doom Guy in Final Fantasy X would be magic.
10? Really?
I'm
Any
well,
of
like,
them, really.
yeah, but I was
Not
thinking
Final
10
Fantasy
just
World,
because
then.
World of Final Fantasy. That'd just
Yeah.
be bleak. Because he wouldn't get tricked. They trick him, open up the portal, and he just march through the portal and start killing shit on the other side. Because that's what he does. And everybody's like, was this planned? And they're like, no. Nuh-uh.
You know, it's when the enemies turn up and he's pointing a BFG at them and it's like, right,
Yeah.
I'm going home then.
Hmm.
Don't get paid enough for this shit.
Okay, I'm trying to pick the plot missions, but I honestly can't find them.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a drop-down menu on the Galaxy when you're requesting.
Yeah, I
You
see
can request-
Company and Badar.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm assuming if you want the storyline ones, you've got to request from him. Also,
I
the
did.
purple exclamation marks and orange, do they make any difference? Or are they
Um,
red? I can't tell.
They're probably based on your level.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, what level are your characters?
Mine, 30 now.
Oh, good. Mine are all 31, so there you go.
Not far off then.
Yeah.
Also, I have a stupid amount of health and armor now.
Hmm.
So, do you have plans to play this again with Stainless, or have we pretty much destroyed your,
No, these are my different characters. These
Oh,
ones I
okay.
made for you.
Oh, okay,
so
good, good.
Yeah.
How about
Definitely be playing again.
one of the snakebird snakes in Halo? It's just like the first mission is you just like going like bok, 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 like 3 feet
They
in
like
the ground.
They open
then
it
you
up
just
from,
get
like,
killed.
cryo... They just open it up from cryo sleep, and it just, like, flops to the ground uselessly, nibbling at their boots. They're like,
It's just
where's
like way-
Master Chief?
Like, it's way more interested in eating like some cherries than like fighting the flood or anything.
Like, a grunt shows up, and it's, like, nibbling on them uselessly, and they're like,
Where's Master Chief? And then it cuts to the world of Snakebird, and Master Chief is just shooting all the fruit. Look at these spikes out of my face! That was a dumb idea.
Yeah, it was.
I'd play it.
Yeah. Or just a Pac-Man in any shoot 'em up, because the bullets looking like pellets would confuse the hell out of him.
Pac-Man plus the Ghostbuster game.
I guess. That's a weird crossover. I mean, I guess not as bad as Snakebird and Halo, but...
Yeah, you opened up that can of snakes. I'm just
A Magikarp in Doom? Oh, that's just mean to the Magikarp, dude.
Halo. Doom guy
Carp. Magic carps are like invincible anyway. Aren't there scales made out of like adamantium or something?
Who knows?
It's fucking fine.
I got one for you.
Around it.
Doom guy plus Halo and or I mean, actually,
It doesn't
it'd
change
be,
the damn thing.
no, it'd be pretty funny because like Master Chief actually would talk and like had plans, but like Guilty Spark 343 would like show up and he'd start nattering on, and Doom guy would just like grab it and like crush it, and then just keep going. Like it would change, but mainly just the tone. Sorry, King.
That's fine.
That's fine, it gives me time to contemplate. I'm trying to fit either Lo Wang or Duke Nukem into something appropriate. But they're pretty much the same guy. One's just ethnically different.
Yeah.
You could do, oh god, what was I thinking? Sonic and Braid.
Oh.
Just beats the game in like 4 minutes.
How about this then? Sonic in Subnautica. That's just cruel.
He just starves to death. You find like the little hedgehog skeleton curled up in a corner.
Oh.
Well, no, it's a water planet and he can't swim.
Exactly. So you wouldn't even
wouldn't
try.
starve,
He'd just
would
look
he?
at. He'd just look at it and just be like, "Oh."
Doom Guy in Skyrim. You can pretty much just plonk Doom Guy in any video game.
It'd be
He's
pretty
the
good.
silent murderer.
Yep.
Oh, dude, Doom guy plus like Saints Row would be pretty great, or Grand Theft Auto. Oh, dude, look at this planet.
Yeah.
This is really
Oh,
cool.
this is
looking.
probably the
I was
plot
gonna say,
mission.
this has got to be a boss mission, right?
Those
Yeah.
all look like
Yep.
units.
Gene
Oh, here we go.
Sampler. What does a guy named Gene usually sound like?
Sampler.
I can smell the presence of an unclean life form.
Unclean. We bathe before every mission. It's mandatory.
Your inferior species clearly has a lot of useless evolutionary garbage left in its genome. Let us help you get rid of it. Let us clean you and use what's left to its full potential, and better yet, let us merge some of our best material with yours!
Act now, throw in a 2-for-1 deal.
I kind of wish there was a yes.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be pretty great if we could just, like, make the
Are
plot
you
to a
kidding
180.
me? Do you know what they mean when they say merge our best genetic material with yours?
Look, they're
Yes.
just
You know what you're
propositioning
signing up
us
for, you
for sweet
What the
ass.
fuck is that thing coming from the right end of the screen?
All
Okay,
right, I don't know.
Lord, let's chill out for a second.
This doesn't look good at all. Prepare to be
Oh,
clean.
he's like, what? Pardon me, you're not done with the dialogue yet. He's like, he fucking missed his cue. He came out of the stage early. Like, I thought they'd be done with the dialogue by now. I'm sorry.
I didn't realize there was voice acting in this Let's Play. Shit.
Director's like, god damn it, we gotta do the whole scene over again now. Like, I'm sorry, it's my first day.
He's still
It's
running
like
away from
Volvo.
us.
Yeah, he's ashamed. Oh, man.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh,
He's
dude.
like, now? No, do I do it now? Oh god, they're shooting me, I'm just, like, look to the left, and then look to the right, and then look to the left. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
I'm gonna
director?
nibble on this guy's face. They like nibbling, right? That's a sign of surrender.
Oh god, where did we get this guy? Slugulore of Slimulore is,
Apparently he's a bulging host.
yeah, well, he's probably just a cameo. Like, he's from, like, the silent film era, trying to break it into the new video game world.
This episode of Halo starring bulging host. As a guest star.
Oh god. I'm not sure if that's.
Just fucking put the Bulging Host as the main character of every video game.
We've also got a pulsating horror here.
Bulging Host in Mario. We're sorry, Bulging Host. The princess doesn't want to talk to you.
She wasn't
now.
kidnapped, she ran away.
The princess has already married and had several
Bulging
children with
Host.
Bowser.
He
Bulging
can't
Host
even
is like,
jump. He just like slimes on the Goomba, and the Goomba's like, oh.
I wish I was dead.
Oh, I like this room.
Oh. We're terrible people, and we should make a video game.
The Bulging Host in Final
Bird is.
Fantasy X.
Yeah, I don't think we do any of these. I don't think we do any of these gaffs. Maybe it's a Ludum Dare. Actually, that'd be pretty
Maybe,
fun.
yeah.
Short
Orange
Ludum Dare.
shows up. Yeah.
We just lift all the assets from like the first Mario game, and then
Find
just
a
like
spreadsheet online easy enough.
yeah, and then just throw in the Bulging Host.
The Bulging Host in Final Fantasy X. Orange shows up and he's like, wait, this guy? You can't be, you're serious, right? He pulls out a photo of Titus and it's like the Bulging Host and he's like, alright, I mean, it's
Really?
it's
Checked. What the fuck?
I want to know who the mother is at that point.
There's the scene of like Yuna in like the pool with the Bulging Host. She's like, can we be friends?
The laughing
Yeah,
scene.
the laughing
It's
scene.
just like weird wet squelching noises, and she's laughing anyway because it's just
She's
so
laughing
uncomfortable.
normally, and he's just like,
Don't forget the spraying mucus.
Oh yeah.
this is like goo flying.
Where can I get this DLC? You're quite right in there, bird.
Oh man, that hurts.
I bet.
my
Holy shit.
cheeks are burning. Oh.
Oh god.
Okay.
It's almost as funny as the Final Fantasy X where they replaced all the dialogue with Titus laughing.
Yeah, that was great. Bird, we
Guys,
should.
Isaac all over again.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna be Gene Sampler again. Humans are intruding upon our work.
I think it's Wanda's turn for this one.
You play the part of Alan Hologram.
Alan. Okay. Oh shit. We're talking like Tim. Nah, I don't know if I can
Yeah.
do a Tim Allen.
That's a hard one.
This one isn't ready yet. Deal with the unpure while I
Barney.
continue with the little one elsewhere.
Burn
Fucking, I don't know. Whatever.
Barney the purple
You went,
hologram.
and I'm like, all right. There we go.
You could have Barney the dinosaur replace Barney with the Bulging Hose. We're a Bulging Host family.
Like, he's going around doing arts and crafts, but really he's just sliming up the scissors while the kids are, like, outside on that, like, play...
It's just like
thing.
spraying goo on construction paper.
Yeah, all the kids are outside, like, on the top of their, like, play place thing, just, like, staring at it in horror, being like, is the episode over yet?
We've
There's
replaced
literally
Bob Ross's
never a
canvas with
repeat
the Bulging
cast
Host.
except for him.
The canvas, not Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Bob
paint
Ross
on the
has to, like,
Bulging
paint.
The Bulging Host.
Or how about, speaking of painting, how about Titanic? Or replace Rose with the Bulging Hose? Draw me like one of your French Bulging Hosts.
Well, he wouldn't even say anything. He'd just be, like, awkwardly, like,
He's just be like stretched out on the fucking couch. Like, with acid spit, like, gooing through the couch.
He, like, walks into the room and just walks out, Grandpa Simpson style.
Just, whoa, okay, not touching that one.
Throws himself in the ocean. Nope.
Turns out the Bulging Host is like, is buoyant. So the final scene is just like the Bulging Host trying to convince Jack to like get on top of it to like survive. And Jack's like, ooh, I'm gonna
Spoiler,
try my
yeah.
luck with the ocean.
Yeah.
Bulging Rose.
Bulging nose.
Bulging
Jack
roast.
gives Jack gets like the like the pearl, like the ruby the necklace thing, puts it like on the bulging host, and like the bulging host just absorbs the necklace into itself.
Oh yeah,
like-
no. He awkwardly like tries to get around the bulging host neck, but like obviously it's not gonna fit. But like it starts sucking in the necklace in his hands. It's like panicking.
Like a gross fucking sound.
I like it how this Let's Play has been just us pretty much
I don't
coming up
care,
with the
man.
stupidest possible shit. I know the developers like came to the stream that one time and we were kind of trying to behave, and now they're not here. We're just like, well, back to this.
Bulging host.
Who says they're not here lurking?
They could be.
The bulging is now just an adjective you can put in front of any character to make it more amusing.
God.
Bulging chief.
That sounds like a porn star.
It's just wow.
He's just eating grunts. He's not even killing them. He just like grabs them and shoves them in. And he's like, ah.
No, bad shit. Put him down.
He just has like the Jabba the Hutt voice the whole time. No. How about bulging Scooby-Doo?
He's just like oozing out the back.
Whenever
they're in the van.
Yeah.
Just dragging along the road.
Yeah.
They just like tie him to the top of the fucking van. It's like that twine you get from IKEA.
No, they'd
So
have
not
like
in a
him in a
bike rack,
giant
then.
plastic bag or something, because the rope would just like kind of ooze through it.
They're wearing a
Let's
raincoat.
split up,
then.
gang. Everybody go with me. Bulging host. Stay over there.
I got a plan, guys.
Wait for the monster to come in and absorb
Yeah.
him.
Exactly.
And like
Oh,
after the
Just
monster is like
spits out like a dude in a cocoon. Old man Terwilliger is like, are you fucking kids? Jesus Christ. You have no idea what I've been through. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Just please.
he's not
never
even saying
again.
anything. He's just screaming.
Oh my god.
They're like,
This is
why
the
did you
joke
do
that
it,
never ends.
Mister? Why did you do it, Mr. Jim Wranglers? He's like, ah!
Damn.
Saturday morning cartoons would have been just so much more awesome.
Hey, here he is again.
Oh,
Thank yeah,
there
he's
he
back.
is. Okay, here we go though. Here we go though.
Friend, the
Why is he
symbiotic
could
monstrosity.
jump?
The symbiotic monstrosity. Yep, there he is.
Yep. And what's
I like
this
the
other one?
bulging host way more.
We've also got the pulsating something or other. they're a B movie. Kind
You
of,
could put the bulging host in
Oh,
Pokemon.
I was actually going to say bulging host in Resident Evil 7 would have some kind of interesting consequences.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'm just imagining like a mortal family like kidnaps the bulging host to be part of their family and then realizes that was a stupid idea.
Yeah.
Well, no, it
Turns
wakes
out
up.
the
wakes up at
bulging
the,
host basically just like Rorschachs them and just destroys them.
Yeah, it's like it. It's like a reverse Resident Evil where you have to play as
have
this
to
immortal
save the
zombie
monsters
family
from
because the bulging host is just on a rampage.
Yeah.
They
It's
do
like-
the
Sorry.
they do the scene where like they knock out the bulging host somehow and he wakes up like in a chair with like the whole like
And the
thing
first
of
thing he
food.
does is engulfs the table and eats it.
Yeah, exactly. And grandma.
Just this long tentacle-like tongue lashes out and sucks her in.
They try to cut off his leg, like at the very beginning, but like the bulging host is kind of like slurps a new one.
It just absorbs the chainsaw. It's still going in there.
It's just spraying more goo everywhere as they cut into it. And they're like, how is it getting bigger and gooier as a defense mechanism? Bulging host just don't give a fuck. Just
So it just eventually absorbs everyone, and by the time it's more like a writhing mass.
yeah.
The helicopters show up to see like
faces.
what the hell's going on. It's like, do you see Evelyn anywhere or anything like that? And Redfield's just like, You just hear puking noises. There's just this like wriggling monstrosity in the where the house was.
Yeah, but it's got human faces and all sorts of things poking through.
Yeah, Jack's on it being like, I've made a huge mistake. Holy shit, get me out of this thing. But Jack's still like monstery too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he would have like all of them in their monster forms, but they just can't deal with.
He's just like slurped on top of them, like getting him down like the world's fattest worm wrestler. And they're like, I've been stuck under the bulging host for 3 days. Oh, yeah.
Are we quite done with the host now?
No,
I don't know.
Are you
I don't
kidding
think
me?
so. We're
You
just
know
gonna
that
be.
We're not.
We're gonna get distracted and then come back, and it's just like we're gonna
bring up the bulging host like 4 streams from now.
Yeah.
Don't see why not.
My
I don't know if my
sides
cheeks can
and
take it though.
face
Yeah.
and lungs. Oh. Ow.
Yeah.
I have
little
to pee. I'll be back.
Poor bird's bladder. Couldn't handle it. Wow, I got shit from that.
Yeah, I haven't been getting a whole lot of good anythings.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Like,
this difficulty level is borked. Because I put it up one so we'd have a challenge, and it really has not given us much of a challenge or much of anything.
Yeah. Well, at least I'm getting science.
Unless it accidentally reduced the difficulty level on us. Back to like a reasonable level.
Maybe.
Yeah, I've actually almost maxed out. Well, I've gotten to the end of the tree. I'm on the very end.
I'm on tier 5. Huh. That is odd. Why is it that medics get 4 bits of research? Oh. 3 of them have got 4 bits of research at tier 5 and the rest don't. And then they swap over. Okay, I get you.
Wow.
Oh god, you know how hard it is to pee when you're laughing to yourself? It's damn near impossible.
That's why you sit down to pee. Just in case. Because you look like a complete madman wiping piss off the floor while laughing.
How about this one? The bulging host replaces Aerith in Final Fantasy VII. Sephiroth's coming down to stab it. His sword just breaks.
No, it just absorbs all of Sephiroth.
It's like,
Yeah. Cloud turns around and goes, "What was that?" And the host just goes, "I don't know."
it's like I like the idea of the bulging host talking back now.
Like Scooby-Doo, but worse. This indistinguishable groaning.
Like, what's that bulging host?
Timmy's trapped down a well?
Oh.
Like trapped under a rock?
Bulging host. Bulging host in, like, Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
All the monsters like run up to it and they're like, "Oh shit!" And then they just like turn around and run away from you.
Well, instead of Master Chief, no, Doom Guy or someone like that, it's just all the demons spawning and you see them piling around the corridor and here he is. You just walk around the corner and there's nothing.
It's the fat ass bulging host walks out, burps up a femur. like a Kako demon skull flies out. Oh my god.
I'm distracted.
I wonder if we're gonna run out of jokes or if the audience is gonna run out of patience first.
I'm gonna run out of time at this rate, unfortunately.
Ooh, Dead Space. Dead Space would be pretty funny.
You're basically the
it's
villain
this
at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. The necromorphs, in fact, are your minions.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're just commanding the necromorphs.
You, like, absorb the alien artifact that's been, like,
You still got
spawning
that...
them.
Yeah. You still got that dumbass, like, thing on your back, though, to indicate your health.
Oh god. How long
You
would
can
that have to
barely...
be, though?
You can barely read it 80% of the time because there's, like, bulging host fat rolls in the way.
Slime covering it.
Yeah. You're like, I think I have 80% of my health.
Curiously,
No.
it always
No.
reads, like, vaguely somewhere between 60 and 70.
Yeah. Like, the bulging host is never in good health. It's never, like, you know... You gotta take the good with the bad when it comes to the bulging host.
How many chins does the host have, though? Wow. I can't
Some
imagine
say it
having
doesn't
to
have any chins at all. It just
Oh, you
has
mean-
more bulges.
the chins rolled over into so many other chins that they just became one unichin.
I think I think at this point it would actually be called the Omnichin.
Ah,
Okay, my chat. The thing on his back just constantly tries to get off of him.
it gains sentience and begins.
It's like trying to run away.
Yeah,
Like-
just like, I don't want it. I don't want it. I didn't sign up for this. It's just this indicating a frowny face at all times.
It's like blipping on and off in like Morse code. Help me!
The bulging host in Call of Duty. But like the
Press
first one that's
X2
all like
and golf
cinematic and like all World War II-y. So it's like, private host! Reporting for duty. Grab that
No,
Panzerfaust private
Panzerfaust.
bulging host. And it
It
just
like
eats the
pseudopods
tank.
it out. It just pseudopods it up and then like explodes a little.
It just barfs a ball of acid onto the tiger tank.
Oh, I was just thinking of the more modern one where it says push X to pay respects and it says push X to devour corpse.
Oh no, it still says push X to pay respects. But pay respects in bolting host core culture is just eat it.
Yep. We're terrible people.
Okay, I'm ignoring bonus missions. They're stupid.
Ooh, wormhole.
At the end of Modern Warfare, where there's like that nuclear bomb that goes off, the bolting host just gets like bigger and stronger.
It eats the explosion and then just passes gas, radioactive gas on anyone
It
who
just
walks near
farts another mushroom. Damn. Just wipes out another like nearby city.
it. You know what?
I think we
can't
killed
take
Wander.
anymore.
I'm smiling and my face hurts.
I'm gonna have to stop here. It's 5:15 and my
Okay,
face
we'll have to-
hurts.
We'll have to end the bolting host
You guys
For now.
go for it.